Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Ridwan Shah. I'm from Informatic Engineering, Class 4E, with my student ID 3-2024-16-0138. So, in this video, I will explain the process of creating my infographic assignment for the computer graphic course taught by Mr. Hasbi. The infographic that I created introduced the Diploma 3 Informatic Engineering program at Polnet, Pontianak State Polytechnic. Since my infographic has already been complete, I will explain the entire design process step by step from the background until the footer. So I will explain it step by step from the start until finish, including the tools I use in Inkscape and the reason behind my design choices. So let's begin. Okay, let's begin. The first step, I was creating a new document in Inkscape by selecting File and then click New. After creating the document, I set the page orientation to portrait because uh, infographic content is easier to arrange vertically. Jadi aku membuat orientasinya potret itu biar pembaca itu lebih mudah memahami isi dari infografik. Jadi jelas dari atas sampai ke bawah itu semuanya bisa dibaca. Next, I use the rectangle tool to create a rectangle covering the entire page. So, this rectangle serves as the background of the infographic. For the color, I choose a combination of yellow and orange using the gradient tool. Specifically, I use a linear gradient effect, so the colors smoothly transition from yellow to orange. Why I choose this color? I choose this color because the color modern, energetic, attractive, so it will make my infographic stand out. After finishing the background, I started working on the top, on the header. First, I insert the Polnet logo that I had created in a previous assignment. Next to the logo, I add the text Pontianak State Polytechnic. And the title, Informatic Engineering. For this part, I use the text tool. Aku membuatnya besar itu dan beda warna, jadi hitam dan merah itu biar pembaca itu langsung fokus ke headernya. Jadi orang langsung tahu apa yang akan dibahas di infografik yang aku buat. Gitu. Below the title, Informatic Engineering, I created a rounded rectangle using a rectangle tool. To make the corner rounded, I adjusted the corner radius. Inside this shape, I added the text D3 program. And then, to make the design less empty, I created several decorative circles using the ellipse tool. After creating one circle, I duplicated several times using the duplicate or Control and D. I also added a horizontal line using the rectangle tool. And then to make this right side less empty, I use icon. I search in Flat Icon, the website. So these decorative elements improve the visual balance of the design and make the header more professional. Okay, next step, we move to the main content. So before I create the content layout, I search and collect information about the Diploma 3 Informatic Engineering Program. Jadi aku mencari dulu apa sih isi-isi yang akan kubahas tentang teknik informatika di Polnet. Jadi isinya itu aku akan membahas kenapa sih memilih memilih TI di Polnet, lalu apa itu D3 Informatic Engineering, berapa lama studinya, akreditasinya, lalu skill-skill apa yang akan kita pelajari. Lalu nanti di bagian akhir, peluang kerjanya bagaimana. So, I organize this information first so that the infographic will be easy to read. To organize the information, I created several rounded rectangles using the rectangle tool. Jadi nanti di sini ada 3 rectangle. Yang pertama itu main content 1, lalu main content 2, lalu main content 3. Yang akan saya bahas pertama nih main content 1. So this rectangle serve as a content containers. I duplicate them and arranged them vertically. So in the middle section was intentionally made larger. Ya, nanti di sini ada persegi panjang besar. Because it contains more detailed information. Karena nanti banyak mencakup informasi. Okay, the first section explain what the D3 Informatic Engineering program is. Like this. Okay. Wait. Alright. I use the text tool to add this description. On the right side, I create 3 information blocks: study duration, accreditation, and 4 main skills. To represent each item visually, I added an icons. The icons were downloaded from Flat Icon and then import into Inkscape. Using icons makes information easier to understand and more attractive than plain text. Jadi di sini nih apa sih D3 TI itu? Lalu berapa lama study duration-nya, lalu akreditasinya, dan ada beberapa skill yang akan kita pelajari di Politeknik. Okay. Next, we move to the main content. So this is the main content. Why you choose Polnet? So the second section explain why students should choose informatic engineering at Polnet. Jadi kenapa sih kalian itu harus memilih informatika di Polnet? Okay, I highlight several advantages. The first one is hands-on practice-based learning. Jadi di Politeknik itu banyak sekali praktik dibandingkan materi. Bisa dibilang 70% praktik, 30%-nya itu materi. The second is better job opportunities. Jadi yang kedua itu setelah kita graduate akan lebih mudah untuk mendapatkan pekerjaan yang bagus. The third one is excellent accreditation. Jadi ternyata di Polnep itu TI-nya itu akreditasinya itu baik sekali atau B+. And the last one is vocational deep with professional focus. Vocation. So each point is accompanied by an icon like that. The icon will help viewers quickly understand the meaning of each point. Different colors were also used to create visual distinction between the items. Jadi aku warna-warni ini biar membedakan kelebihan-kelebihan dari mengapa harus memilih Polnep gitu. And then beside the advantage section di sebelah kanan ini, I create a skill diagram. Aku membuat diagram skill gitu. Kemampuan apa yang akan kita dapat setelah kita belajar di Polnep. So I use ellipse tool, shape alignment, and duplicate feature. The cycle was divided into 4 parts, representing programming, networking, database, and web development. In the center, I added a coding icon as the main symbol of informatic engineering. So this section helps viewer quickly identify the competencies student will gain during their studies. Jadi selama belajar di Polnep itu, siswa itu akan bisa melakukan programming, networking atau jaringan, lalu database, dan belajar web development, ataupun desain web, kayak gitu. Di sini itu saya menggunakan path exclusion. Jadi biar lingkarannya itu bisa terbelah-belah. Jadi first I created a circle and a rectangle. Then I selected both objects. After that I click path and then exclusion. So this feature subtract one shape from another to create a custom design like this. Using path exclusion allowed me to create more unique visual elements and improve the overall appearance of the infographic. Jadi bisa membuat datanya itu terbelah jadi macam segitiga seperti ini. Next, we move to the last main content or main content 3. Wait a second. Okay, the last main content. I created the career opportunities section. So this section explains possible career after graduate. Jadi setelah kita tamat gitu, kita lulus, pekerjaan apa sih yang bisa kita daftar gitu, yang kita lakukan. Jadi yang pertama itu ada software developer, network engineer, data analyst, cyber security analyst, and system administrator. Jadi kita bisa lebih banyak gitu peluang karir yang akan kita dapatkan setelah lulus di D3 informatika, teknik informatika di Polnep. Okay, the last one, I create footer. Okay, so for the footer section, I created a rectangular box containing a call to action message. The purpose of this section is to encourage prospective students to join the informatic engineering program at Polnep. Jadi aku istilahnya membuat tombol call to action. Jadi agar orang itu mau join dengan Polnep informatika Jadi aku membuat warnanya merah agar mencolok. And I also added the Polnep website, polnep.ac.id, address as additional information. After all components were completed, I review the infographic. I check alignment, spacing, the typography, color consistency, icon placement, and readability. So, setelah aku menyelesaikan infografis ini, aku mengecek kembali jarak antara uh, kalimat, kalimatnya typography, lalu pewarnaan, penempatan icon, dan juga apakah infografis ini mudah dibaca atau tidak. Okay, so through this project, I learned something new. I learned how to make infographic with Inkscape. I learned how to combine typography, colors, layout, shapes, icon, and visual hierarchy to create an infographic that effectively communicates information. So in this assignment, also improve my understanding of graphic design, the practical use of the Inkscape as a vector graphic design application. Okay, I think that's all I can present about my infographic. Thank you for watching my presentation. I hope this explanation provides a clear understanding of the infographic creation process. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good night.